Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 2, Episode 4. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, first up, let's talk about Gizelle. Okay, she goes and picks up her mother from the airport. Her mother is visiting from Houston, Texas. She said that her mom moved to Texas when her mother and father broke up, and, you know, her mom is down there and getting her groove back and all of that. When you look at the mama, she looks, well, I guess Gizelle looks exactly like the mom. You can tell that's definitely her mother. While they're driving, Gizelle tells her that she is seeing Kevin, and the mom is really, really pleased. Was it just me? Or they keep on putting a lot of emphasis in the fact that Kevin and the mama might have had something a little bit more than a friendship. It's so weird that they keep on talking about it like, okay, so if your mom was fucking around with this younger man and then you fucking with him now, it's just like strange. I mean, I don't think the mom did, but I was just like, y'all keep on bringing up this same subject line. You know, the mom really loves him. When she moved to Texas, Gizelle would call Kevin and ask him to go and check on her mother all the time, and I suppose that's what he was doing. Gizelle tells her that they're all going to have lunch together and, you know, sit down and talk and, you know, talk about them two's relationship. Mom say that he's all quality and substance, okay? Unlike, you know, what Gizelle has been dating in the past. So they go and see Kevin. Gizelle hugs him when she comes in. The mama hugs him and hugs him and hugs him and hugs him. They're so happy to see each other. They go outside and have lunch on the deck. Gizelle's like, oh, this is a bachelor pad. And he was just like, this is not a bachelor pad. This is a house. She was like, oh, I love when a man can put me in my place. Okay, she definitely needs a man that is not going to be soft and roll over for her ass, because she is something else. So, you know, they're talking. He's got it all set up real beautifully out there, you know, flowers and all the, you know, settings and all of that. He even gives gifts. I think the son brought the bags out there, and I was just like, okay, now, is this overkill? I mean, I love a man. I loves me a gift. Y'all don't even know how much I love surprises. So, I mean, I can appreciate it, but it'll definitely make me start to be like, all right, now, what is going on here? Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me not lie. I sure would like a gift, child. I'm just making sure that he ain't trying to act, okay, and that he just not this perfect, trying to be this whole perfect thing. But when the mom asked him what is his intentions with this relationship, he was just like, we on a, you know, day by day, take it day by day and see what happens case right now. I said, okay, all right. It sounds like he, you know, ain't trying to just act like they about to tie the knot and all of that. So we'll see what happens with them. I like the little Kevin boy. What was going on with his hair? Was that what he was trying to do? That whole curly thing? It was like taco meatish. You know, it was real. I was like all these spaces and shit. It was making my skin crawl. But other than that, I like little Kevin. Then we see Karen, her and Uncle Jessup, they going out for dinner. It's really challenging connecting after the children have left. Me and Uncle Jessup, we was in bed and we woke up one morning and we said, you still here? And I said, I'm still here. They trying to get it together. They trying to sell that big ass house that they're in, downsize, because it's just the two of them now. And Uncle Jessup was just like, yeah, well, you know I want what I want and you want what you want. I want to downsize and you want a downsize upgrade. You want something smaller, but you still want grand opulence. Karen says it's been very difficult to get rid of the house that she raised her children in, even though old Uncle Jessup is not her oldest child, Brandon's father. He stepped in and took care of the son. She said she got married way too young. She was like early 20s. She had this 5-year-old kid, and old Uncle Jessup came to the rescue. Very cute enough little old couple. She was just like, do you like my outfit? You know I don't never pay attention, baby. You look good, though. She was like, well, thank you, Daddy. He was just like, I hear something playing. Is that my song? Is that a dance floor? She was like, yes, it is. You know, we about to do this. He was just like, come on, baby, let's do it. I said, look at Uncle Jessup Daddy trying to romance his woman at the damn restaurant. Ain't no fucking dance floor right there, but it was cute. Later on, Karen has lunch with Brandon. Does Brandon, like, look like he's barely tolerating his mother? I was like, he is a little bit... He not rude. He wasn't disrespectful, but it was like he almost knew that his mother was full of shit that she putting on for the camera. He ain't got time for it, okay? Why haven't I seen you, Brandon, in 2 months?
Now, you are only 20 minutes from my house.
I was just like, something ain't right with that. How is it that your child is 20 minutes away and you ain't seen him in 2 months? I mean, he don't stop by the house every now and then, you know, run in, say what's up, sit down, watch an episode of Jeopardy with you guys, and then take it home. I was just like, this is something's not right here. The whole time that they're there, you know, she's fussing about the service.
Why am I pouring my own water?
He was like, Mommy, you can pour your own water. You do it all the time. I don't know why you acted like that in front of this camera. He didn't even look the same as the son from last year. I guess because he cut his hair. Didn't he have hair before? He wasn't bald, right? Good looking kid, but yeah, he looked like he just got about this much patience for old Karen.
She was just like, how about we just meet once a week?
He was like, how about once every other week? Okay, can't take you in this element that you in right now with this fucking show. She had no choice but to agree. But did you guys get that same feeling that her son was over it? He was over it. Now, Robin and her 2 boys go and visit her parents. She said the good thing about being where they are is that they are closer to her parents and she's able to visit them more often. The parents seemed like they were really, really cool. Okay, you know how it is when they just be like, look, we not getting involved, but we done already told you what it was and you just continue to deal with it. So, I mean, that's really on you. They ask her how she's adjusting to the new place and she says she's adjusting. But her and Juan, you know, they just don't spend as much time together. I mean, you know, she makes plans to spend time with him, but he doesn't always follow through on those plans. I was just like, girl, you being stood up by a nigga that you supposedly not even with? I hope she watches this season and realizes just exactly how ridiculous this relationship is. She said he doesn't make her a priority. And even though he would jump at being married with her, you know, she just doesn't know. I was just like, girl, so many contradictions. Now, would he marry you or are you not a priority? Do you not want to be with him or are you thinking about having a baby with him? It don't make no sense. The circles that she be talking in. And I was listening to her parents. Her mom was just like, listen, if he cheated on you once, then you already know that it could happen again. The dad was just like, I mean, we already know how the men in the NBA were. I said, yes, daddy, preach. I've been telling y'all that forever. They go all these cities. They have all these women throwing their ass at them and they take advantage. All right. So if you want to get back into that, even though he ain't in the damn military, he ain't in the NBA no more. And you know, the nigga seems like he's broke. So probably you ain't gonna have that problem. But I mean, if he has the cheating in him, do you guys believe once a cheater, always a cheater? I don't know. But you know, the daddy is trying to tell her like, look, I mean, it is what it is. If you're going to be with him, then that's probably what you're going to be dealing with. So she decides, you know, tells him that she has to make a decision. Oh, it's so bad the way she makes herself look on this show. I be feeling so sorry for Robin. But you can tell that them parents, they are over it. They are like, girl, this is all on you, whatever you decide. Okay, we are tired of trying to speak some sense into your damn head. Now, Monique, she and Chris, they go look at this somewhere around $5 million home up in Potomac. And it is a beautiful home. A little too rustic for me. I'm a little bit more modern, I think I would like. Traditional modern, probably. But, because all the stones and shit was throwing me. I was like, this looked like a fucking cabin. I mean, a fucking $5 million cabin. And shit was nice. I definitely would take it if somebody was giving it to me, you know, all expenses paid. Because you can imagine how much it was going to be to run that bitch. But other than that, I was just like, yeah, not my choice. But it was nice enough. Like I said, it's refreshing to actually see somebody on the show who really does have money. Okay, and then not just putting up a front. Now, Charisse, she is having this sweet 16 for her daughter. She says nothing but the best for her baby girl. So she is on the phone with the planner. Ashley comes by. She tells her that she's going to have this party. You know, it's going to be the photo booth. It's going to be the DJ. You know, it's going to be really on and popping. And Ashley was just like, oh, you should let me help. Why not? Because Ashley only 18 her fucking I mean, she close enough to the child's age that she could probably help. So Charisse says, okay, yeah, you know, she going to go in and give her a chance and let her help out. Is Eddie going to be there? She was just like, well, Eddie's paying paying for it. So, I mean, it's not like I can't tell him that he can't come. This is his daughter. It is her 16th birthday. It's a big party. So, I mean, he probably will be there. I won't say that he won't be there. Monique drops by. They have a quick conversation about, you know, having a baby. Ashley wants to have one with her husband. Monique is telling her how, you know, they're going to have 2 more. They want to have a whole tribe. Ashley likes Monique. Okay, so she tells her, you know what, I'm going to have a hookah night. Okay, and I want all the girls to come. Girl, you invited as well. I want all the girls to bring their alcohol, and, you know, we'll provide the hookahs, and we'll just sit there and have a good time. And Monique was just like, okay, I mean, everybody's going to be there. And she was just like, yeah, Giselle. She's like, I know Giselle had a problem with you. She said something about you was bragging on your 4 homes. And Monique was like, I was not bragging on the 4 homes. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that she was bragging on the 4? Now, I know other shit has happened with Monique since then, but on that particular scene and in that particular case, do you feel that Monique was bragging, or was she just simply answering Giselle's question? Now, this party, it's nice. It's actually a real party. Like, all the kids in the neighborhood and the, you know, community came out from her school. I mean, it was a real thing. It wasn't no Bravo inspired shit. I mean, the kids looked nice and they looked like they had a good time. They all had on white. Ashley comes and helps out. Okay. Brings some fucking kangaroo sliders and Canadian bacon. Everybody was like, we don't eat pork. She was like, who doesn't eat pork? New niggas don't eat pork. I'm trying to tell you. Eddie shows up. I was like, why does he look different? Because when he was on the show last season, it seemed like he was darker. But maybe not. I just might be remembering him differently. He shows up at the party, and I was surprised that he allowed himself to even be on camera, but he doesn't talk on camera. Ashley seems very concerned and wants to go over there and introduce herself. And Charisse was just like, girl, slow your roll. You're not fixing to go over there and talk to him. Why are you so in it anyway? Even though Ashley was heading over there, Charisse grabs her and was just like, no, girl, we gonna go this way. Take your nosy ass out of this room. And then Charisse gets up there and does a speech for her daughter. Gets emotional, saying that she's been a wonderful kid. She just feels so blessed. You know, the way that you feel when your children hit milestone ages. I thought Eddie would have got up there to speak, but he didn't. And she said that she felt the divide for the first time. I guess maybe because this is the first time that they've had an event where everybody was there, you know, the families, but they were split. Because I'm assuming some of Eddie's family was probably there as well. And, you know, so divorces, the whole family divorces. It's bad times for everybody, even extensions of the family. That night made her realize that this is it. Okay, we are breaking up. Now she can only focus on herself and her kids. Now, this hookah night that Ashley had everybody come to. Monique shows up in the true millionaire fashion. She has her aerator, okay? She's just like, girl, you gonna think I'm doing too much, but I need to have my aerator because I need to make sure it's open and it's right. And, you know, so she's pouring it through her aerator. Karen and Robin show up, okay? And they got their drinks. You know, Karen sets her bottle down. That fucking Robin, this bitch pull out. She got a half-used bottle of green apple Ciroc. I said, girl. Like one of my damn rock stars said, Robin is so poor. Why you did not bring the damn Ciroc? It couldn't even have been Belvedere. She was just like, oh, I wasn't supposed to bring this. They was like, nigga, not the half-open bottle. That shit was all greasy. It looked like it was like sitting on the damn counter while she was frying chicken or something. She was like, let me go on and take this. I was like, poor Robin. I felt so bad for Robin. I said, girl, now I know you trying to keep it all the way real, but you couldn't get no fucking barefoot. I get barefoot on the weekends. Nigga, it's $11 for that big bottle. I said, girl, not the half-open bottle of Ciroc. I laughed about that shit all night. They was just like, girl, you gonna learn eventually. Anyways, Karen, you know, she can't get with this hookah thing. They look like big bongs to me. Quiet as it's kept, I'm not no big hookah. My husband went and bought this big ass fucking life-size hookah that come all the way up to here on me. And I was just looking like, if he actually does it on, you know, when he feels like it, he'll hookah at the house. But I'm just like still looking at hookahs like, we're gonna find out 15 years down the line that shit is horrible for you. So I don't be fucking with that hookah too much. It smells nice, but Monique brings her bottle. She says that it was a $250 bottle. You know, it's $80 now, but when she bought it was $250. I said, okay. Now you're doing a little much. Okay, we don't need to know the prices. Even though I still like Monique, I'm just like, yeah, well, I mean, who cares? But maybe she was just making conversation What do you guys think? She also drops a hint that the Obamas love her and her kids and her husband. Giselle was just like, I guess I need to call Michelle and find out if they're good girlfriends. I was like, look, you ever looked at Giselle's neck? That motherfucker is long, like Wesley long from How to Get Away with Murder. She look like a fucking ostrich. That makeup in her confessional was so terrible. I was like, girl, this pink eyeshadow with this blonde hair and then her light eyes and then her light skin, like all of that mix. No. Now, Giselle has a problem with Monique. Ashley brings up the fact that she went to the Sweet 16 party for Charissa's daughter, and that a certain someone was there. Eddie was there. Charisse again. Why are you so concerned? Ashley felt like she saw Bigfoot in the Himalayas. I was cracking up. I didn't see afterwards. Did you guys talk that night? And Charisse was just like, girl, you about to get on my bad side, okay? Keep on talking. You don't need to keep asking me fucking questions about my husband and my marriage. Ixnay on the husband talk, hey. Anyway, Charisse tells him that she's been celibate for 2 years. Then she gets on this weird story about how she fell when she was horseback riding or something and it busted her puss all up and then she had to get it stitched and, all of that. So all through high school, she had everybody feeling like her coochie was stitched up and that she couldn't do nothing. I said... See, these have been the kind of stories where you just don't know what else to say. I think she was trying to get off the subject of Eddie. And so she brought up this old, stitched up puss. Karen, she was just like, it is not Tutu. It's the JJ. The JJ. So then Giselle was just like, well, Monique, did you want to talk about yourself? We know you like to talk about yourself. And Monique was like, excuse me, why would you say that? And she was just like, well, you had to come and tell us about your 4 houses. Now you come in here today talking about this $250 damn bottle of wine and you hanging out with the Obamas. And Monique was just like, first of all, I didn't talk about I didn't just brag about my 4 houses. Giselle was like, yes, you did. She said, you asked me. And Giselle kept on saying, no, she did not ask, but Giselle did ask. And they did rewind that and show it on the clip. All right, and I'm sure we're going to hear about that at the reunion. Plain and simple, Giselle is a hater, okay? I know that people say, no, she just likes to stir up shit, but no, it's something about Monique that she specifically does not like. If it's not jealousy, you're making yourself look jealous, all right, which is a bad way to look. Robin was just like, well, what is the problem, though? We should be able to talk and not have a filter and not have to be watching what we say, because Monique was just like, well, if you guys are getting the impression of me that I'm a braggadocious kind of person, then I need to check myself because that's not how I want you guys to look at me. So at least I thought that was cool that she said that. Now you're not saying that you don't do it. It's been pointed out and let me fix it because I want to be friends with everybody. Because Karen was just like, we have all worked hard to be accepted in the group. So that is why you have to go through all of this too. Giselle is going to keep on giving Monique grief. But to me, it just makes Giselle look really bad. And then lastly, Charisse talks to old Dr. Jeff, okay? Dr. Jeff finally got him a new job. This time he gonna help Charisse through her divorce. She's crying because she says that the party made her realize that the shit is really over. He says, yeah, you're gonna go through this. You're going through a grieving, mourning of a marriage. It's probably gonna get worse before it gets better. And this is the Charisse that I think I might actually start to like this season. I still don't like her right now, but at least I can appreciate the fact that she's actually being herself. It was so obvious. Let me tell you, you know how you know when it's really obvious that we didn't even know Charisse. We didn't know Charisse from anybody last season. It was so obvious that she was being phony, and if we don't know you and we can tell that you're being phony. So I'm glad that this season she is probably going to be a little bit more real, and that will make her more relatable, and that will make her more likable. Hopefully, we can start to feel something for Charisse. As long as she's chilling and not trying to put on airs and be extra, we might be all right with Charisse. But we gonna see what happens. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts about to get me some coffee and then take it on to work, all right? Y'all make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Rocks. The channel is for It's Rocks. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.